If you suspect you may have high levels of heavy metals in your body, or you're eating foods such as large fish that likely contain a high amount of heavy metals, then I think this video is going to be important to watch. It is very well documented that micronutrient deficiencies increase your risk of developing heavy metal toxicities. And there are a few reasons for this. The first is that many heavy metals use the exact same transporters inside of the intestinal tract as certain micronutrients. And when we have a micronutrient deficiency, the body has mechanisms to increase the number of these transporters, which allows us to try and compensate for an inadequate intake of a micronutrient by absorbing as much of the micronutrient present in our diet as possible. With that being said, this also means that it increases the amount of transporters that can also transport heavy metals into the bloodstream. For example, lead uses the same transporter as iron, and there are many other examples just like this. And an iron deficiency can also increase the absorption of cadmium. Additionally, in the case of selenium and mercury, selenium being a likely positive micronutrient and mercury being a deleterious heavy metal, selenium can actually bind to mercury and allow us to safely get rid of it in the urine and the feces. And further to this point, many enzymes that are required for the detoxification of mercury actually require selenium in order to function, which is why a deficiency in selenium drastically increases the risk of mercury poisoning and toxicity. So when many people bring up the idea that some fish are high in heavy metals, some of the toxicity of these heavy metals can actually be mitigated by many of the other micronutrients that are contained inside of these fish. So while it certainly is a smart choice to choose low heavy metal fish such as small fish like sardines and anchovies, if you do consume larger fish that may have heavy metals, or you are exposed to heavy metals in your environment or other food sources, increasing your consumption of specific micronutrients like iron, selenium, copper, and zinc can be extremely beneficial for decreasing the likelihood you will get heavy metal toxicity. And if you want to learn how to take control of your health and energy, send me a DM to sign up for coaching.